Fragging by hammer. I like this.
We're the two Gay Reefers. Hey Reefers! As we mentioned last week, we had a bit of a collapse on Reefzilla. That's mainly because our Duncan wasn't looking very good and I took that out and yeah. Gordon says it best. But right now, let's have a look at the Duncan in greater detail, what happened to it, and our attempts at trying to save it. We're looking at our Duncan. It has a lot of white, I guess you can call it sponge. It's very feathery and yeah, it's overtaking the inside of the Duncan coral. It's basically starting to strangle it, I reckon. We're losing heads on it and the only thing I can think of is this white spongy stuff that's growing on the inside of it. Now let's try and get this out without collapsing the whole rock structure. Okay, that was easier than I thought. Let's have a look. As you can see, there's not a lot of living tissue on here anymore. A lot of it has died, so we're going to try and clean it up today and see if we can revive it again. I think I might need some snips as well, but let's get in with the toothbrush. Toothbrush is not going to cut it. I'm going to get some tweezers and see if I can pull it out. So back with tweezers, and the issue is that it's actually come in between all the branches. Yeah, it's a sponge. So I don't know how I'm going to get all of this out. Oh, it's just absolutely everywhere in here. I can see why the colony now hasn't been looking good. All on the inside, all the inside branches have been basically coagulated by this white sponge just growing in the middle of it. Okay, I did find a little brush that you use for cleaning shavers, so let's give that a go. Yeah, look, you can tell by the down the back side here, it's just full of it. Oh. This is definitely loosening it up, but whether it's just going to come back from this or not, I don't know.
Many minutes later.
I'm going to get some water and start blasting it. Can I just tell you, it smells horrible. If I was smart like Jake from Reef Builders, I would have planned this out better and probably got a water pick. It's something he uses a lot when he's fragging and cleaning corals. And it's just one of those water picks that you use to clean between your teeth. Available on eBay, they're quite cheap. Might invest in one in future. To be honest, I'm not entirely happy with this. I'm just having extreme trouble getting it out. There's not much I can do, I don't think. I've got rid of some of it. Let's see how it goes back in the tank. We've just gone and put the colony of Duncan on top of the reef structure. to try and get some water flow into the structure to clean out all the debris and also to help the fish clean it easy, like the yellow tang homer there, having a good old pick over. But we'll come back to it in a few days. We might give it another clean and then hopefully we can put it back in its spot again. So as you can see, this is the original big Duncan. There's still quite a bit that has died. I thought some of that might recover, but there's a lot of skeleton on there. So it's not gonna go back into the aquascape the way it was, propping up those rocks, because there's too much skeleton now.
So unfortunately, the Duncans are still in a bad way. This one, as you can see, it's got lots of new heads, but a lot of the old heads have died off. There's a lot of sponge still in the middle of the skeleton. So we're going to frag it. And we're going to use a hammer.
Now there's a good reason to frag with the hammer. The skeleton on these Duncans is really, really dense. It's really hard to try and cut through with a bone cutter, which is what you'd usually frag with. So, hammer it is.
Ooh, nice. So that's a nice mini colony there with a lot of fresh new heads on it. Actually, that's perfect. Love it. Ooh. Fragging by hammer. I like this. Okay, so as you can see, this is pretty much all dead, unfortunately. But hey, we've got some nice new little colonies to be able to regrow. The good thing is it's actually given some nice clean cuts as well, which is good. Okay, so out of that big colony we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little baby colonies. So I'll do the final cleanup, just make sure everything's nice and tidy, and then we'll put them in the tank and I'll show you how they look after a week or so.
3 weeks later.
Okay everyone, the Duncans are doing all right. They still have lost a few heads, and that's a hangover from the alk spikes that we were getting. Haven't really mentioned, but they were really major alk spikes. They weren't little alk spikes. They were like from 7.8 to 13. That's why we lost a lot of the SPS. But a lot of that SPS was from our sponsor, Nick, and we were trying to rescue it. So it wasn't in the best health anyway. That's why, you know, we lost so much. So not all of it was brand new coral or even frags of coral. A lot of it was rescue coral. So such is life. But anyway, back to the Duncans. So they have lost a few heads, and that's a hangover from all the stress from the alk spikes. Our tank has been steady for maybe a week now. So the polyp bailout has sort of finished. I'm confident as long as our tank stays stable from here on in, we can keep these Duncans. They'll grow and we'll get some nice colonies out of them. Fingers crossed. Don't like saying that, but after all we've been through, we're cautiously optimistic. As always, we'll update you, but that's the 2 Gay Reefer way of fragging.
Alright guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to
Like, comment, and subscribe.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, be excellent to each other and Keep it salty, everyone. Bye for now.
See you guys.
What? 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 I didn't hear you.